electrical installation of this one bedroom apartment for this project. So this is the Gantt chart. This is the resource sheet. So I've assigned every individual resource, every material resource, a site cost. Okay, I have cost here, and inspector, certified inspector, that's the cost. I did put the price here. Anyways, I put the price at my resource pool. Let me show you my resource pool. So this is my resource pool here. As you can see, you have to click here. I've assigned someone. 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 Basically, if you look at this place on the Gantt chart, you can see that every individual, every task has been assigned to a particular individual, and it's something that I think we should particularize again. It's something that I think we should all do together so that you guys can understand the process and how a Gantt chart works. Do you understand? Okay, so I think that's about the smash and resource sheet. Let's go into our team planner. This is our team planner. This is how our team planner is look like. Okay, now if we have to go to our report, then we go to our report, look at the cost overview. This is how our cost overview will look like. You understand? We're going to particularize everything that is shown here, and resource overview. These are the different resource overview. What our manager is, our electrical engineer, our senior electricians, you guys work the more. Labor ourselves. So our labor never work anything. So we need to assign something to our labor. So from this particular resource overview, you can know who is working and who is not working. So the electrician has 420 hours, while procurement officer not close to 40 hours. Do you understand? Work status. This is our work status. Laborers still nothing. So this is how many this is start date and the finish days and remaining hours for them to work. So basically each electrician or each resource individual has 8 hours in a day, or more than 8 hours. 8 hours in a day basically. So that's on our report. Let's go to our progress. Critical tasks. These are critical tasks. Alright, basically that this is basically all this. So we're going to try and particularize everything that we are seeing here. If we have to go to our cost entry, this is how much we've spent so far. Do you understand? This is how much we spent so far. Total cost is $24,000. Do you understand? This is how much we spent so far. I think you guys will have a very okay. So yeah, basically that. All right, I don't want to bore you guys with this other information, so let's go straight to practical. You understand? So I'm going to save this file. That has already been saved. I'm going to create a new blank sheet. All right, this is a new blank sheet, and this is the project. This is the project we're going to use for this particular. For what I actually showed initially, this is the project we're going to. This is the activities are doing. Yeah, or the work package that we're going to use to execute that particular project. Alright guys, I hope all of you are ready to particularize this thing. So with no much explanation and everything, let's go straight to the point. Okay, electrical tax, human resource, just summary. Alright, so I'm going to send this drop this work package also on the description below, so that you guys can also have access to it and particularize on your own free time. All right, good. And also we're going to look at doing 4 things. We're going to create our activities, create the dependencies. We're also going to create the Gantt chart. We're going to assign our different source. Do you understand? Assign our different source, that is the cost source and the material resource and the human resource. We're going to assign them as well. Yeah, that is basically the 4 things we're going to do on this particular class. Then in our next class, we're going to now look at the other things that are necessary. We're going to start from here. So basically, I'm sure you guys are already familiar with the interface of the Gantt chart. So this is the tax activity, where the tax activities will be involved, and this is where the Gantt chart activities will be involved as well. So one thing about this thing is that whatever we input here, the software itself has a way of generating other reports for us, much easier for us to put in the accurate information here, while other reports or other sheets are being worked on. So let's start with the basic definition of a Gantt chart. What is a Gantt chart basically? A Gantt chart is an horizontal bar chart. Do you understand? One, it provides geographical representation of the schedules. It helps in assessing deadlines in a long project. All right, basically that. So now let's action. So you go to our tax activities there. I think you copy this, yeah. Then you come here, paste it here. Oh, one thing I think we should do as a start whenever we are setting up this particular work is to, if you look down here, we go to our manual schedule, we change it to auto schedule. Do you understand? So that whenever we are putting our information, imputing any information, it is to schedule automatically. I will explain. Let's leave it on manual schedule. If it's manual schedule, if I say tax 1, do you understand? It's a manual schedule and nothing reflects here. Do you understand? If I then change it to auto schedule, something comes up here. Now, if I then do tax 2, it's still on manual schedule. It doesn't automatically go to auto schedule. Do you understand? But if I then come down here and click auto schedule, do you understand? Auto schedule, and I change and I write tax 3, you see, automatically it goes to auto schedule. No, yes, that's the difference between auto schedule and manual schedule. Mind you, some people usually like the manual schedule. I don't know why. Everything has been scheduled to auto. Do you understand? Then you just come here and I will paste the different work activities, and it's over here. So you expand this guy. Now looking at our duration. So let's go back to our guy here. Let's look at his duration. So we copy the duration. We have 33 days. We post everything. Yeah. Now. So now this is very interesting. So now we're going to do a summary. We're going to have our summary. So go to here, go to project summary tax. So click on project summary. It's showing us 4 days. It should be more than 4 days. Right. So let us work on our dates, our different dates, looking at the durations. All right. So projects commenced on the 16th of February, 16th of 2nd, 2026. All right. So on other thing, we should also know that in Gantt chart, whenever you're opening Gantt chart, it gives you the exact date of your particular region. You understand? If you're on the 20th of January or 20th of February or March or December, once you open Gantt chart, it gives you that exact date. So it works with time, with time data, or with time with date. All right. So okay, 2 days. So that means it starts on the 16th, ends on the 17th. Right? All right. This one also 2 days. Start on the 17th. We're going to change everything so that it will fit with our project summary. Starts on this 18th. Yes. No. Let's leave it like this. So this will help us correct every single error or every single thing that's going to happen on the duration. Do you understand? So move material specifications approval without adding a link. Good. Don't show this again. So as you can see, there's a move here. Do you understand? There's a move here. This is a finish to start relationship. This is a finish to start relationship. I'll explain that in the future. There's a move here. So this is 4 days. This particular one is 4 days. We're going to start on the 20th. On 20th is Friday, and we're going to end on the no. We're not supposed to work over the weekend. Okay, yeah. When did it end? 25th. So end on the 25th. That is, if you look at this particular Gantt chart, we have this is Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That is the 4 days we're going to work. Gantt chart does not recognize the weekends. All right, that is why here is shaded gray color, light gray color. You understand? Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So basically, Gantt chart works with a standard time. I'll show you what I mean by standard time. So if we go to our project information, you can see the calendar here. This is the calendar. This is a standard calendar that Gantt chart works. If we go to 24 hours, to also indicate that on the box. Let's try it. This is 24 hours time. Do you understand? Well, basically, we are sticking to the standard calendar, so everything should be seamless for us right now. All right, so now let's go to Friday. If this ends, if this particular task finishes on the 25th, that means the other one should start on Thursday. Do you understand? Start on Thursday, which is 1 day. Why this other one starts on Friday. You get that is another 4 days. So if you count it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days. So this one will start on this one ends on the 4th of March. All right, so we're going to change it to go to 5th of March. Do you understand? That is 3 days. So don't forget 1, 2, 3. I hope this is so this green line down here. So this green line down here is our start date. You understand? Our start date of the project. I hope you guys are getting it. So you can actually pause this video and try the remaining one yourself. All right. So in case you pause, when you pause and come back, you say that I've done everything. All right. So also we'll do the same thing for this guy. This one finishes on the 9th. We'll now take it to 10th. So this one finish on the 11th. We'll take it to 12th. Okay, continue. I don't know why it's showing me this error. So 11th, we'll go to 12th. All right. So the one is 2 days. From 17th, we'll go to click on 18th. 2 days. Why this one? From 19th, we click on 20. Yeah, go to February 20. Go to February, March 20. Go to March 20. I hope you guys are seeing the movement. So it is basically how the Gantt chart works. All right. So from stop at 23. So I'm going to go to 23, March 23, March 23, do 24. You understand? Now also 24, 25, look at 26th of March. You get Now, we're also going to look at 26th, 26th. We're going to look at 27th. Then this is going to take 28. About 30. We're going to go to 30. Going to go to 31. And yeah. Now, I want you guys, I don't know if you're observing this particular project summary, the days have been increasing. Do you understand? From it was before it was FAT 4, but now it's calculating the total duration and it's summarizing everything for us here. Do you understand? So now this is 1 day handover. So it's going to end on the 1st of April. That's on Wednesday. So 33 days complete. Look at it here. The duration, 33 days complete. All right. I hope you're getting it clearly. All right. So basically, we should proceed. So now that we are done with this, we're going to look at the dependencies. So basically, the dependencies are in between the predecessor and the successors. So that is what comes next. For instance, now for project 1, no, for this particular project 2, okay, let's look at the work breakdown structure. More like an hierarchy of structure. Number 1, that shows the deliverable that needs to be completed. Also, it is the process of organizing the team's work into a manageable section. Do you understand? That is basically the two definitions of, I think you should know, of what a work breakdown structure. So if you were to come here, if you were to come beside this guy, we're going to insert column. Then we just have to type our WBS. That is the work breakdown structure. So yeah, voila. It's basically the same thing. Basically the same thing with this guy here. But we can actually take this particular work breakdown WBS over here. Copy this and we'll paste it at the other side. From here, we'll paste it. So this is an hierarchy of structure of the deliverables. So basically all the activities here are called deliverables. Do you understand? Electrical designs and load assessment is a deliverable. It's also a task. Material specifications also a deliverable. Do you understand? All right, so now we are done with that particular guy. Now we're going to look at the predecessors. So that is the dependencies. So right here, nothing. We have 1. Now look at this now. I want to look at this now. Now there's a dependency between this guy and this. So this is the predecessor, this is the successor. All right. So a successor more like a future activity, scheduled activities, while a predecessor is more like the past or what is before the successor. Do you understand? So we click on 2, the same thing, click on 3, we click on 4, click on 5, click on 6, click on 7, click on 8. Oops. Click on 8. Clicking on 9. Clicking on 10. Clicking on 11. Clicking on 12. Okay, I think I should also let you know that there are other couple of ways in which you can do this. This is more like more of the easier way to do this, but if you click on this guy, you can click on that is 11, click on 12, then you enter here, you click on enter. You understand? It goes there. The same thing with this one, clicking on 13, then click on 14. That is basically that. All right, so now we've already defined our dependencies. All right, so looking at this particular, if you come down here, you can actually zoom this particular Gantt chart. You get it has been zoomed. All right. So these are our dependencies on our Gantt chart. All right. I think we should also do something here. Let's look at our milestones. All right. So how do we get our milestones? So if you come to the same our tax, yeah, this is our tax. This is our milestones. So click on it. It has given you this particular diamond kind of shape. So what are we going to define our milestones at? So look right project completion. Yeah. So now we'll define our milestones. All right. So I don't think I want this guy to be okay. It can't go. All right. So now we've defined our milestones. So looking at this particular sheet one. So we've imported our file into Microsoft project. We defined our dependencies. We've generated our Gantt charts. Now we'll have to look at the critical parts also. So a critical part is the longest duration. This is the longest duration part through a network diagram. This is our network diagram here. Network diagram. This is our network diagram over here. So we zoom out. This is our network diagram, the longest part in our network diagram. So that's that about that. So let's move to the Gantt chart. All right. We're going to look at the critical parts. So we'll go to our project, then we'll look at critical tasks. Everything here is critical. We got our Slack. These are our Slack. What is a Slack? A Slack, or more like a buffer time, a free time that we have. A Slack is more of a Slack can also be known as a float. The time a task can be delayed without affecting the project schedule. This is our free float. Oh no, this is not a free float. This is like a buffer time. This is like our Slack. So let's remove this guy. Now let's really look at our dependencies. Looking at this guy, I think we should critically assess these activities and our dependencies and know exactly what need to follow each other. So procurement, and procurement of electrical materials very necessary. So we have to link this. Once we're done with the procurement of the electrical materials, then we'll proceed to site preparation and marking. That's content and this thing. So this site preparation and marking is a will the successor will be conduit and trunking installation, wall and Jonathan. So also this will have two comma and 5 here. Do you understand? No, sorry, not 2 and 5. It will be okay, 5 and 3. Yeah, so that means number 3. What the number 3 tells us? Procurement of material. Sorry, it's going to be 5 and 3. Oh, 5 and 4. 5 and 4. Yeah. So that is our site preparation making or marking, and conduit conduit and trunking installation will link with the wall chasing, wall casting and embedding. Do you understand? So basically our so to be yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, I'm correct. I wanted to be sure. This is 4. why this one is taken from 3, why this one is taken from 1. So I'm correct. All right. So now that's about that. So now we'll now look at distribution board and installation. So we're going to link our approver, which is 3 and what? 3 and 6. That is 6 is chasing. No, let's leave it at 3. Let's give it as 3. Do you understand? Now looking at this guy here, is 3. Now if that is 3, now we're going to look at also cable and this thing. So we're going to look at 7 and 3. That is 7 comma 3. You see, so these two guys are taken will not work until we procure our materials and installations. Are you guys getting the picture right now? All right. So also socket and switch installation. All right. So installation, that means it has to okay. So also we're going to link it to 3, 8 and what? 3. So 8 and 3. All right. Also we're going to basically why lighting point installation, that is 9 and 3. Okay, so let's check out critical tax. Okay, critical tax is the other ones, not this guy. Okay, our slack. All right, that is that about that one. Also this one is going to earth and bonding system. We need to buy those material, so it's going to be 10 comma 3. So now as you're looking at this now, all these activities are dependent on procurement of electrical materials. If this particular activities is not done, Jonathan, is not done, these other ones will suffer. Are you getting my point? So looking at from the cable pulling and wiring, we have to buy the material, we have to buy cable, we have to buy wiring. We have to buy cable basically. Then from the cable, we have to do our wiring. Sockets and switch installation. We have to buy our sockets before we can do our installation. Lighting, we have to buy our lighting before we can do our installation. Earthing and bonding system, we have to buy our earthing material, that is the edge rod and every other things before we do our setting up the system. So you see, all these things are all dependent on procurement of electrical materials, and they are electrical materials. So now looking at this for trunking, conduit and trunk installation, this also can be dependent to 3. I think I have to link it to 3 as well. So let's leave it to 3, 4. Okay, now are you not seeing the point? So trunking installation, everything. So when I mean 4, that is site preparation and marking. Then work casting and embling also has to be linked to site preparation and marking. All right, so if we were to go to our Gantt chart, I said our network diagram, as you can see the different links. Now it has changed. Are you seeing it? This shows that from procurement, let me zoom out. From procurement basically is linking site preparation and distribution board, cabling installation, sockets and lighting, also earthing and bonding. So I seen, so trunking and installation also. So I seen the different activities that the Gantt chart is doing, the network diagram is doing as well. So now we're going to go to our resource. Let's try and assign resource. Do you understand? If we go to our resource sheet, this is basically our resource sheet. We have our resource name, we have our resource type, we have our material, we have the initials, we have the groups, we have the marks, the standard rates, the I think this is overtime rates, the cost, the acute, the baseline, the code, and the likes. So looking at this guy, we're going to come here, go to our resource, click everything here, our different resource, then come here and impute. Now, now, now every 1 year is work aside this guy. Sorry, material is a cost. Aside this guy is a cost. So we're going to call him to come and inspect the work, the electrical installation at the end of the day for us. So it's more like a cost for us, not really part of the part of the team, not part of the either a company or part of a contracted staff. Do you understand? So that's why I leave him at a cost. Or should we leave him as a work? So because this is at the end of the project, he will come and inspect everything. I leave it as a cost over there. All right. So also let us look at take our material here. Material names. Yeah. Put that over here. So our material, these are basically material. We have changed everything, every single one of I haven't tried this particular to automate everything at once. I have not tried it yet. I think on our next class, when I try it, then I'm going to show you all how to do it. But for now, let's just keep, since we're looking at the basics of everything, let's keep it at that. You understand? So right here, all our everything here as below the inspector or highlighted are all materials needed for the work. Do you understand? For the electrical installation. I've not saved this file yet, mind you. All right. So so we're going to look at the different amounts needed. We're going to assign our costs for each of the amounts. So look at the daily rates, $150. So come here, click $150. No, standard rate. Yeah, $150. All right. So $180. $180. All right. So $90. That is for the senior electrician. $90. $70. Laborers $40. The cost. Procurement officer. And this our inspector. It won't work if we are to try to impute him here. It won't work. It won't work, okay? Because why? It's a cost, not a work guy. So, but I'm going to show you where you're going to impute that particular cost so that you will know. So now, this is our labor. This guy, since there are two working together, there are two. I think we're going to increase him to 200. Same also with the electrician. Since there are two, put him to 200. All right. So now, what does prorated actually means? Prorated actually means that okay, let's start with the start. Start means that we pay this guy at the beginning of the project. That's what starts. So if we were to pay you at the beginning of the project, that means at the end of the project, you might likely run away or not be that effective, or for every task that is being started, I am paying you. Do you understand? Or rather, for every task that you're being assigned, I am paying you, which is not supposed to be so. But prorated, it actually means that if it's 2 weeks payments, yeah, I'll pay you 2 weeks. If it's 3 weeks payments, I'll pay you 3 weeks. In 3 weeks time, if it's 1 week, every 1 week, or every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every month. Nigeria system is every month. There, I'm going to pay you that's prorated. Why this guy is, and that means at the end of the project I'm going to pay you. So this our cost is going to be end of projects, not that. So, and these are the standard calendar we're using. Do you understand? This is standard calendar. And now, looking at this material, we're going to insert something here very interesting that will help us. So basically, materials resources basically works on measurements, square feet, quantity and quantity. Do you understand? How many quantity, how many rows, what is square feet measurements, and the like. So we're going to impute all those stats here. So go to our material resource. So yeah, so this is the length. Looking at our, this is the length. This is the length. Let me see if I can copy everything and paste at once, if it will work. Please work, so I don't do this every time. Yeah, it works. Great. So now, if you come to this place, you can't impute anything. For instance, you copy from this guy. You can't impute anything here. It won't work. So don't bother stressing yourself to work. So from work to cost, nothing. It can't allow you to type anything there. So don't spend too much of your time trying to do that. Okay. All right. So now we've set up our resource sheet. Okay, we've set up our resource sheet. We're going to now move into our assigned resource. So go back to our Gantt chart. We're at our Gantt chart. So let us assign resource. How do we assign resource? There are different ways to assign resource. If you click on this guy, to come up with a dialog box, this is resource. Then you can assign resource from here. But one way I think we need to assign our resources, go into our resource on our menu bar and click on assign resource. This dialog box will come outside. Now with this dialog box, you can actually go to any other view. Do you understand? So let's take to our Gantt sheet. I think let me talk about this course over here. Let's go to our okay. Whenever you want to switch in between screens, you have to click on this guy. All right, this four square over here. Left click your mouse and go to course. Okay, nothing is showing here. So yeah, nothing is showing here. Yeah. So nothing is showing here yet. So when we now assign our resource, you will now see that you will see the different resources that have been assigned. You see the total cost here, and the I think the variance and the actual are also the remaining at the end of the day. Looking at what we showed you over the other side. So we'll come back to this place. We left click, go to entry. Now we're here. So now our electrical load assessment. So I think we assigned to our so we'll go back to our electrical tax. This over here and look at this assigned resource and how much we're paying them. Or this has to correlate to this. Okay, so that is 5. Okay, to this. All right, so let us proceed with this particular guy. So electrical engineer will be the one responsible for the electrical designs and load assessment. Oh, nice. So all these different tax activity, I think you should ask the project sponsor, not the project sponsor, for looking at the electrical project. If you're the one setting up the team, I believe you know who each tax is being assigned to, or who is supposed to handle which particular tax. Do you understand? If you are the in charge of the team, but since you are being hired or being employed to manage a particular tax, I think you have to talk to the stakeholders, the project the major stakeholder here, which is your boss or the project sponsor. No, no, not the project sponsor. Your boss actually. Do you understand? And ask him about the different as different projects. Who are the different teams this particular activity is being assigned to. You understand? That will help you with this assigned resources. All right. So looking at these electrical designs and load assessment, I'm going to send it to this guy, electrical engineer. Yep, you assign him. Now this is 2,800. Now, mind you, looking at our, let's go to our smart sheets, resource sheet rather. Now, we said we are giving him what? Oh, you see, end of the project. That is total amount of paying this guy is this. So we have to take this into prorated. Yeah, please stay at prorated. Now, we have 150. No, sorry, we have 180 over here. 180 per dollar. 180 per hour. Looking at the prorated, 180 is being paid to this guy. Do you understand? Then we will go to our Gantt sheet over here. Click on our resource guy. We have 200. How do we get to this total cost of 2,800? Quite very simple. I think you have to go to your calculator. You understand? We go to click on the 150 times 8 hours. That is the standard time that each of the individuals are working. 8 hours times 8 hours times how many days is here? Times 2. That's 2,400. So sorry, 2,880. Something is not right. Let's go back to our sheet. You see, sorry, not 150, 180. That's very important. So you have to keep that in your head. So it's 180. So you cancel this totally. So it's $180 times 8, which is in total number the total hours in a day, working day, standard working day, and times what? 2,800. So we've actually gotten our price over here. So 2,880. All right. Then I've sorted out. Okay, so now let us now move to already an hour. Okay, I think we're going to stop here for today. Tomorrow, our next video, we're going to look at. You can actually do this by yourself. Okay, try and do it by yourself. So in our next video, we're going to look at the different assignment for each resource, individual resource and material resource. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I hope to see you in our next class. Cheers. Please, if you're enjoying this class, if you enjoyed this class so far, and you've gained value, yeah, I think, and this particular information is being helpful to you, please kindly subscribe and like, so that the algorithm can show you to more other project manager like you, and so I can also learn from what you are learning today.